gets. So that's El Salvador, where I believe they are not perfect, but they are looking for leadership that you can probe, you can track their actions and inactions and all that, and you can look at them and say, well, they are on the right path. Or we can go check on them again in another few years. But you will remember, some of you who have never probably heard about El Salvador for a very long time. Now you have heard this, and some of you have been there as well. You are likely going to pay attention to them now from now on. Or maybe you already did. So why should you support yourself with thieves, praise singers, court jesters, those who are only there to make the king feel good? Let him feel so invincible. Let him feel so powerful. And let him feel so much like he is infallible, kind of. To say, oh, no, he can never make a run, all that. You are so correct, sir. You are so right. That's what they do in Nigeria, though. And the result is what you are seeing and witnessing to. I'll show you something. This is from those who got assaulted, apart from everyone you've heard apart from what you have heard about the landmark result. Listen to this kitchen stuff.
An extension, and then they didn't give us a reason. They just told that this is an extension.
Yeah.
And then they said they've written a notice, but the notice wasn't given to us.
Yeah.
And then we just saw them today and just came in full force, and they started breaking and they started eating us too.
Exactly. In fact, I actually witnessed this personally. One of the employees here was assaulted by a police officer, and all he was trying to do, I saw this with my own eyes, he was trying to tell them that there's a gas connection here, and the breaking of these buildings could lead to a gas leak and explosion. And I personally saw this employee slapped by a police officer that came with the Lagos State Building Control Agency. Mr. Stephen, you also spoke to them as well. I
didn't speak with any of them, okay, but because they never gave us a chance to speak to them, they were harassing us, trying to push us out, and we are under pressure and we are scared to talk to them as police officers, which they said police is our friend, and they never gave us a chance.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right, so
an extension, and then they didn't give us a reason. They just told that this is an extension.
Yeah.
And then they said they've written a notice, but the notice wasn't given to us.
Yeah.
And then we just saw them today and just came in full force, and they started breaking and they started eating us too.
Exactly. In fact, I actually witnessed this personally. One of the employees here was assaulted by a police officer, and all he was trying to do, I saw this with my own eyes, he was trying to tell them that there's a gas connection here, and the breaking of these buildings could lead to a gas leak and explosion. And I personally saw this employee slapped by a police officer that came with the Lagos State Building Control Agency. Mr. Stephen, you also spoke to them as well. I
didn't speak with any of them, okay, but because they never gave us a chance to speak to them, they were harassing us, trying to push us out, and we are under pressure and we are scared to talk to them as police officers, which they said police is our friend, and they never gave us a chance.
Yeah.
Police is not your friend. Don't be daft. You know, if you see armed robbers and you are running away from the armed robbers, and you see the police checkpoint, you are advised to run back to the armed robbers. Yeah, just run back to them and give them whatever they want. Your car, your money, your whatever, give it to them. Because there's a tendency that they will take that and just let you go. Nigerian policemen in the, under the cover of the night, if they discover that you actually have something worth robbing, they can kill you. They will rob you, then kill you, and then frame up your body, your corpse, as one of the armed robbers they engaged with last night. It has happened many times, so I'm not making it up. So you get what I'm saying now. So running to them is not always ideal. Running to a police station to say, oh, I'm going there for I came into town and couldn't find a place to stay, so I'm going to go stay at the police station. Don't try it. If you try it in Nigeria, you are gone. You will be killed inside their station. And that is, you'll be lucky if you are framed up for something else or chased out of their of their police station, of their station in the middle of the night. It has happened. I'm not making it up. Hope you don't become a victim before you if you have any valuable thing on you and you have nowhere to stay, the advice I could give to you is to look for an hotel. Even that too is, it's got its own risk. Because they could bring in their EFCC in the middle of the night. They could bring in their DSS. They could bring in any of those armed criminals to come and bust into your room because they are looking for some suspects. And if they can't find any suspect, you can be their suspect. So it's always like, come on, some teacher, they will go, try, won't kill you in that contraption. So be careful. Don't go to a place or anywhere you do not know anyone and arrive the place at night. Police is not your friend. Not in Nigeria, police is not your friend. Don't get deceived. Okay? And there are some of them good. Some policemen are good. That's why some of you will run into trouble. There is none of them that is good. Yes, you might see one or two that is trying to act like they have empathy. Trying to, but most of them that way. Their job is to persuade you to do what the criminals who are physically bullying you, whatever they're asking you to do. Don't get carried away that one nice policeman is inside the station helping you to talk to others. Don't be stupid. Police is not your friend, not this one. Because they are not put together to protect you. They are not put together to defend you. They are purely put together to break you. I hope you understand there is no Nigerian police that is your friend. Don't get stupid or get too carried away with all this free saying. Because there's no proof that Nigerian police is your friend. There's no proof anywhere except in your head or in the head of those who want you to believe it. So you better be smart enough to know what that means, right? So usually when we have our noon broadcast this way, the line is opened, okay? And not just opened, okay? You could call in any time. I think I have that courtesy where people will kind of say, okay, I'm going to listen first. So let me give myself a break. My line is opened and the gist continues after this.
Olenya, Yaya Bello, Olenya, Yaya Bello, 80.2 billion, you squander RAM, 1.1 billion, just for school fees, God go punish you, Ogun go kill you, Ole Buruku, Ole Werenye, Olenya, Yaya Bello, Olenya, Yaya Bello, Olenya.
This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. Since 1992 when I encountered you, I don't think this is the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. That calls me his friend and I call him my friend. And calls me my son and I call him my father. This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. Ekalo boko tubo dugare bebe. Ebikite buayima. Esi buba. Continue. 70 years old man. He taught you. Jesus is Lord. Jesus. He taught you. Continue. 70 years old man. He taught you. Jesus is Lord. Jesus.
Nigeria need recovery plan, they say, because if you look at the trajectory that the contraption has been taking, especially in the last 10 years, I mean, there was a time you used to have a PhD holder as your president. Then you jump to a NEPA certificate holder as your president. That was Bokuwari, the lifeless may God. Now, the one you have now, that one will even get birth certificate to, school certificate to, or any semblance of originality or certificate at all. I don't know who is going to be your next one. So if you don't understand how trajectory works and why sometimes it is always great that in the course of human history, there are those who are compelled to act, okay? Because they can see the trajectory where this is taking them. And they just want to do something and say, oh, more, hey, where are we headed? And they will just do something to break the trajectory and change the course of their history. Except that happens in Nigeria. Oh, hey, they may have to start the new slave trade from Nigeria. You remember that time when they used to say no to human trafficking? You know, it's a very horrible crime. This is a very horrible crime where people were deceived. They were promised good life, job, money, and all that. If they are taken out of Nigeria. But by the time they arrive wherever they have been, their destination, some of them are turned into drug mules or prostitutes, sleeping with over 40, 50 men every day, like slaves, because they have been sold into the sex traffic ring. And it's such a horrible thing when people who have survived those things, I mean, those experiences, right? Once they come out to share their own experiences, they are with horrible, horrible, horrible tales that you never really wanted to see happen to anybody ever. Titi Abubakar, Atifku's wife, became even famous under Obasanjo then when she started what she called the NAPTIP, National Prohibition of trafficking person. I don't know. I can't remember the full meaning, but something like that. And guess those they mostly rescued from this, our women from the southern Nigeria who were working and then who have been transported and trafficked to different parts of the Middle East, Asia, even Europe, trafficked by their fellow brothers and sisters who deceived them that they will get good lives outside this, outside the contraption. Some of them didn't make it back, died. Others who made it back came back with different diseases, like different horrible stories that people experienced. They were raped, sodomized, brutalized, beaten, caned, and I mean, horrible things that happen to them. So that makes human trafficking a very, very, very grave crime, kind of very horrible. And you know what? You don't want it on anyone. So they started the campaign in Nigeria then. Don't follow anybody. If anybody promise you, don't give your daughter to anybody to take abroad because this or that. So the campaign was everywhere. Then APC, Egbekegbe happened to Nigeria. And people come, they ask themselves now, please come and traffic me. If you now tell all these young people, be very careful. You better be very careful. You better don't let anybody go traffic you, go one country. They will just go sell your kidney. They will just go and sell your organ. They are the ones who are now asking to be trafficked. Then what, They want to sell my organ, they should sell my organ. If they want to sell my kidney, they should sell my kidney. What am I even using it for in this country? I'm suffering. We're all suffering. This or that. And you are telling me that I'm going to sell my body, or they are going to use me for this. So people where they give my body to, here they give me 1,000, 2,000 just to buy food. So what's the difference? Like, that is the situation that APC Egbekegbe has forced a lot of you into. The number of people crossing the desert escalated under Boko Haram. In case if you have forgotten, people wanted to be trafficked. There's a bus stop in Benin. If you want to go to Italy, there's a Italo bus terminal in Benin. Pack your bag, enter the bus, go through the Agades, through the Libya. If you make it that far, then they carry you through the channel. Cross the Lampedusa, cross the water before you get to Lampedusa. When you get to Lampedusa, then you have to cross again. But you will get on the bus from Benin. If you make it that far, the story you would have to share with all of us are those who you left with, but didn't make it to the end. If you make it that far, these are young Nigerians, okay, who were just kind of like, they want to get out. So you want to go UK deal 15 million. America day 25 million visa. Canada day 23 million visa. Schengen day 10 million visa. But if you don't get 5 million, you don't get 10 million, you don't get 12 million, you don't get 20 million. Italo day 11.5. It's just that you also need probably the prayers of your ancestors to follow you. Because if you don't make it to the destination on a 3.5, on a 11.5, on 100,000 naira to Libya, 100,000 naira to Italy. This is the consequences of what the visible evidence of what APC Egbekegbe brought upon you. People are asking to be trafficked now. And so you need to be very careful so that if you go to all these countries, they just sell your organ or say, well, Baba, I get 2 organs. I want to sell one. Poverty. What do you want to take the money to? So I can help my family out of poverty. So they want to sell his organ, or sell his organs or our organs, or even walk around and see those they can, steal theirs. That is the effect of APC Egbekegbe. So you can't miss that. You're looking for the effect of what they have done to you. I just gave you one. So once again, my line is I want to believe it is open and it is working. Omar, go double check that, okay? And I will be back again. Don't go anywhere yet.
70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Jesus. Is that you? 70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Jesus. Is that you? 70 years.
They go my brother house. Anyway, I think I've got one caller in. Let's check if that works. Hello there.
Yes, my Bujena.
Bye-bye. How are you this
afternoon? I'm very well, my brother.
Grand.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother, for all you do.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. We appreciate you so much, my Ebu.
Thank you.
See, this afternoon there was a little discussion on the social media, and the young man said it's good the way the government said they're now paying those people money. And I said, bro, you cannot break people's houses before you come back to pay them compensation. You bring them together, and then you pay, and then you discuss with them, and then you pay them, and then they will go and settle themselves before you come back to break their property. And you say, no, here I'm against the government. This I say, God Almighty. Like a caller said that day.
He said there is no law that says they have to pay compensation first. Yeah, the law says we should pay compensation, but it didn't say we should first before demolition. So yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll pay them some money. It was actually talking as if to say, all of you should forget about this. Just let's move on. Okay, we'll pay them some money. We'll tell them to pay them some money. As if to say, just hand them some money and let them walk away. That's it. Very, very funny people.
Moibu, I left Nigeria. I left Nigeria 2020 with my first child. My wife, we are in Glasgow here. I live in the same
Glasgow.
state with you. Yes, sir.
So where in Glasgow?
I'm in the G22 area. Milton.
Well, fair enough. I'm at G41 area, so that means you are very close to the city center area and all that, right? So fair enough, Baba. You want to tell me about that? Go on. Oh, have I lost you? I actually hope not. Can you still hear me? Okay. See, I've got somebody from my, from my backyard here, and somehow I couldn't really get him on. I hope you call back, bro. Right? Something possibly just cut that off there. Okay. So, one moment. Right. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think somehow my line may be acting up. But yeah, one sec. But we can always try it again. Okay. So what was I saying? Earlier, I've actually missed that because I was trying to kind of start a convo with that my caller going forward. Okay. So anyway, give me one more sec to see to this. Okay. I'm back.
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Anyway, so I was talking about, I remember now, I was talking about, people are right now looking for means to get out of that contraption by all means, right? All means that you can. And the implosion, the economic implosion that, or should I say the economic implosion threat that Tinubu and APC Egbe poses to the rest of you, is better understood. Because when it explodes, I think I've said this before, word of mouth may not be able to describe what the calamity will feel like. Because from all angles, from my own views, and then with some provable facts as well, you are living on a borrowed time. And Tinubu and gang knows this. Now, I don't know how much of propaganda that they would need to sustain or even deviate your attention from processing this coming wahala, right? I don't know how amount of propaganda they would need, but it's going to happen. You cannot hold people down for so long with just lies and, and brute force. Then come have the hunger and economic hardship to it. You can only hold them down for a while. You can't hold them down for long. I don't know. Somebody said that Shore is back in Nigeria. And as it is, right, it seems that he is continuing with his revolution now, and with the ambition that he could possibly rule Nigeria one day. I'll show you the clip somebody sent to me.
Take it back. Action. Revolution. Now. I want to thank everyone. As our future governor of Ondo State has said, when I left about a month and a half ago, I made it very clear that I'll be back. But before I left about a month and a half ago, in 2019, when we were starting out the Revolution Now movement, we told them that it may take time, but we will defeat them. Yes. Even in their own courtroom. So by a month and a half ago, we defeated 4 judges. My case went through 4 judges and over 5 years. And it's the most powerful 5 years of the re-institutionalization of the country that is and you can imagine today that we are the only ones left who can confront the oppressors of their own country, in their courtrooms, in their barracks, in their police stations, even in Aso Rock. We stayed with them in Abuja and the etc. And we have said it that we'll be back, and I'm back today. And I'm glad to be back with all of you. I have another trial tomorrow in Abuja. I go to Abuja. But the trial is not the issue. We are going to put all of them on trial one by one, and collectively. Those of you who are aware when we were fighting in Kogi State, we told Yaya Bello when he arrested 2 of our guys for facing Buhari that one day he too will be on the run. Has it not come to pass? His deputy that time, Anoja, told them one day you'll be on the run too. The Buhari people, we told them they are all on the run now. But that is not our intention. Our intention is to clean this country. And like I said, in the years when I arrived there, what we did in the last 5 years was to give them a military.
I'll bring more on that later in the evening. So I think we might be having a back and forth up and on what have you problem with the line. Let me just go use that to get myself ready for the evening. We can skip that now, okay? I will see you later this evening. Enjoy the rest of your day and good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíǹde #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Ayíǹde #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Ayíǹde #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Ayíǹde #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Ayíǹde #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.